caring, prevent harm, and encourage growth. Not going home every day. Part of the goal of safety is, yes, everybody goes home safely every day. People say that all the time. I say this, make it your goal for people to go home better. Now we're talking about actually training and developing people, both in terms of technical tasks and soft skills. And that's where we really get into, I want to empower people for the task that's involved. So centers around caring, the foundation of credibility, and then what leaders do, all those leadership skills really boils down to performance, not just results, but what kind of performance can the team achieve? Generate success in both the individual and the team. It's critical that as you think about this, you're focused on the individuals and the team, not your circle of concern, not the whole entire organization, but for this group, most of you probably in this industry, it's 4 or 5 person crews. For that 4 or 5 person crews, if you're in the field, what can we do in terms of influence and authority? And really go, some of these gauges we talked about. How often are you relying on authority over influence? How comfortable are people talking to each other? Does the same person lead the job briefing every day? Find opportunities to grow your influence, make your team better, because as we really truly think about all the hurdles, and there's a lot of them with leadership, create culture, develop relationships, really think in track and field, you get that run up really good, you almost don't even jump over the hurdle. You just keep running right over it. And it seems a whole lot smaller, but if you just stand there and you hadn't put the time and the effort into the culture, that hurdle sometimes seems so high and really is, you can't get over. So you cannot invest enough in terms of creating culture and developing relationships. And I want to just mention a couple of things in terms of if you want to learn more, so to speak. So at Incident Prevention, number one, these ECOS, I really cannot thank Brent and Beer Meters enough for what they're doing and growing the electric culture of safety. I can be involved in it. If you courage, call Brent, offer to give a presentation, but find ways to be involved in that. Very active in some of the LinkedIn and other platforms. Join some of those groups. But at Incident Prevention, Utility Business Media, our group, we publish a couple of magazines. One of them is Incident Prevention. It's free. Incident-prevention.com. There's a QR code on your screen. Check that out. I always say it's free. At least go check it out. If you like it, read it again. If you don't. Same thing, once a month, we have a forum. That's Brent's goal with electric culture of safety, as we were talking about this earlier. Nobody wants to compete in terms of safety. If we work for different companies and we kind of deliver the same product, there's things we're going to compete about. But I really do like in this industry, nobody wants to, we all do want to work together and we want to prevent harm and encourage growth. And that's good. And one of the things we do along those lines is once a month we hold a forum, just where anybody can log in if you're in the utility industry. And we provide a panel of subject matter experts, but the easy way to explain that is if you've got a question, if they can't answer it then, some of your peers that are there may. Excellent opportunity to network, but if we don't have the answer, we'll find the answer for you. And it really is a way to develop solutions and solve problems for the industry that we can all do together. So I encourage you to check that out. And then if you enjoyed this presentation, the books that Brent mentioned, you can check those out on Amazon as well. And I really do, going back to that communication model, just think, if nothing else, about what can I do to demonstrate competence, commitment, caring, courage, credibility, focusing a whole lot more on my team than myself, and focus a whole lot more on feedback from others than the message that we want to send. Influence over authority, caring over liking, nail the run up, you'll soar over the hurdles. I thank you so much for your time and attention, and Brent, thank you again for the opportunity to talk today.